Monetary Policy Committee. Okay. Now before we talk about Monetary Policy Committee, you must understand that there is a love triangle in monetary policy. One is on one side Monetary Policy Committee is there, on other side there is RBI, and here there is, you can say, Government of India. Now with respect to monetary policy, all these have some roles. Okay. Now when we talk about that, we have to decide repo rates, okay, or you can say policy rate, plus you know that all these rates are aligned to each other. So ultimately these monetary policy committee is responsible for deciding the repo rate. Now once repo rate is decided, RBI role is to implement those repo rate. That is, as per the new repo rate, every bank has to you can say change their lending rate and deposit rate, plus if there is a need to use qualitative tools, so that will be decided by RBI. Okay, so you can say MPC only decides or take decision with respect to quantitative tools. Okay, whereas when it comes to implementation of those rates, plus usage of qualitative tools, that will be done by RBI. Now when it comes to Government of India, okay, so Government of India role is basically to decide inflation target. So currently our inflation target is 4 plus minus 2%. Okay, so this is what your RBI, Government of India, will decide. Okay, so inflation target is decided by Government of India. So as per this target, MPC decide the repo rate, and ultimately RBI will implement those repo rates, as well as if there is a need, they will use qualitative tools also. Clear? So this is what you have to remember. Okay, now first we'll talk about MPC. So if you see in MPC, so first of all remember that MPC was established in the year 2016, and that is on the recommendation of Urjit Patel Committee. Number one. Number two, this MPC is an statutory body. That is, when I am saying statutory body, it means it has been established by amending RBI Act 1934. By amending RBI Act 1934. Number three, okay, so when we talk about structure of the RBI, okay, so RBI structure is, it comprises of 6 members. Okay, it comprises of 6 members. So out of 6 members, 3 members are from RBI side. Okay, and rest 3 members are from Government of India side. Okay, 3 members are from RBI side and 3 members are from Government of India side. Okay, now if I talk about 3 members from RBI side, 3 members from RBI side, if you see, number one is RBI governor. So already UPSC has asked question over that. Okay, RBI governor. So you can say ex officio chairperson, of, you can say, MPC. Number 2, deputy governor. Now here you have to remember that in RBI there are so many departments. So one of the department is Monetary Policy Department, RBI Governor. So RBI Governor who is in charge of Monetary Policy Department, okay. Deputy Governor who is in charge of Monetary Policy Department. And number three is, you can say, number three, RBI Governor, Deputy Governor, and number three is any RBI official appointed by RBI board. Okay, appointed by RBI board. So these are the three members from RBI side. Clear? These are the three members from RBI side. So this is a factual information that you have to remember. Okay. Now if you see these three members, okay, these three members will remain in the office or remain the member of the MPC, remain the member of MPC till the time, okay, remain the member of the MPC till the time they hold post in RBI, okay, till the time they hold post in RBI, okay. So they will remain member till the time they hold post in RBI. So this is what you have to remember, number one, okay. So there will be three members from RBI side and these are the three members from RBI side, clear? So I hope that you are making the notes, okay, or you are just listening, please tell me, okay. So if you make notes, that's very good, but if you are not making notes, don't worry, I will give you these slides also. So yesterday I shared with you on your, you can say, group, okay, so you can access from there also, okay. But again I prefer that you make the notes, okay, because it will help you a lot, because more you write then it will be print over here, okay. Okay, so some students are saying that ये तो लिखा हुआ है, but अगर लिखा भी हुआ है तो that's very good, okay, that's very good. So you can revise with your notes. अगर नहीं लिखा हुआ तो you must write it. Clear? Now, three members from government. So when we talk about three members from government of India side, so these three members are basically, you can say, those persons who are having special, or you can say who are having knowledge in the field of economics, finance and banking. Okay, economic, finance and banking. Clear? 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 So economics, finance and banking. Okay, so ultimately I have used the word knowledge. So it does not mean we are looking for a graduate. Okay, so if suppose tomorrow you have a knowledge of, you can say good knowledge of economics, finance and banking, you can also become a part of MPC. Okay, you can also become a part of MPC. So they use the word knowledge. It means knowledge you can get either by going to the college or even without going to the college also. Okay, but you can say in this way that, so they use the word knowledge. They never use a word that you must be graduate in these fields. Okay, so ultimately scope will be less. Okay, and knowledge you can learn anywhere. Okay, so knowledge, number one. Number two, what they said, that these three people that we are selecting, okay, matlab this is the minimum criteria they are looking for, number one. Number two, these three people must not be any public servant. Okay, so public servant, so when I am saying public servant, it means any government official, or you can say any MP, MLA, it includes that also. Okay, so this three people must not be any public servant. So these three people must not be any public servant. Third, these people will be appointed by search cum selection committee. So there will be a special committee, search cum selection committee. So we'll talk about that also, don't worry. There will be search cum selection committee. And next important point that you have to remember is that these members, 3 members, which will be, you can say, appointed by search cum selection committee, they will be appointed only for 4 years and they are not eligible for reappointment. Okay, they will be appointed only for 4 years and they are not eligible for reappointment. They are not eligible for reappointment. Clear? So this is what you have to understood with respect to, you can say, 3 members. Now moving further. Okay, like if you see the 3 members from RBI, they will hold they will remain member till the time they hold post in RBI. So if suppose RBI governor is for 1 year, so it means for 1 year it will be the member of, or you can say chairperson of MPC itself. Okay, if it is for more than, you can say, if it is for, you can say, more than 1 year, so then it will be like, for example, for 10 years, so it will remain member till 10 years. Okay, but here it is fixed that you will be here for only 4 years. Okay, for 4 years and not eligible for reappointment. Okay, now we talk about search cum selection committee. Now in search cum selection committee, again there are 6 members. Okay, 6 members, and this committee will be formed on a temporary basis. So you can say it is not a permanent committee like MPC. It is a ad hoc. Ad hoc matlab whenever required it will be formulated, otherwise it will be dissolved. Okay, so it is a ad hoc committee. Now if you see who are the members of this committee, okay, if you see who are the members of this committee, so if you see in this 6 members are there. Number 1, cabinet secretary. Okay, so he is the chairperson of search cum selection committee. Okay, cabinet secretary. Number 2, when we talk about this thing, so second apart from cabinet secretary, the second one is, you can say, RBI governor. So RBI governor is also a part of search cum selection committee. Number 3, okay, number 3, secretary of Department of Economic Affairs. Secretary of Department of Economic Affairs. And number 4, 5, 6. Now these 3 persons, 4, 5, 6 are those persons having special knowledge in the field of economics, finance and banking. Okay, so ultimately rest three are the those persons having special knowledge in the field of economics, banking and finance, but these 3 persons are different from the one which we are appointing. Okay, so they will be different. So it is not like the same person will be there. Okay, so these 3 persons are different from the one who are appointing. Okay, so ultimately again special knowledge in the field of economics, banking and finance. Okay, so this is what you have to remember with respect to monetary policy committee. Clear? So as I told you, okay, so we have covered the structure of monetary policy committee. Okay, we have covered the structure of monetary policy committee. So remember, it is a 6 member and 3 are from RBI, 3 are from government. Okay, now we'll talk about function of monetary policy committee, that how it functions. Okay, we'll talk about function of monetary policy committee. Now first of all, it is mandatory that there must be at least monetary policy committee must at least 4 meetings should be there, at least 4 meetings in a year. Okay, so right, monetary policy has to conduct at least 4 meetings in a financial year, number 1. Number 2, okay, number 2, now in order to conduct a meeting there should be a quorum. Quorum means, like you have studied in your polity also, like to conduct the house meetings of the houses, that is Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. So at least some minimum members are needed. So here the quorum needed is of 4 members. Okay, so what I want to say that if suppose as total members in MPC are 6 members, and if suppose minimum 4 members are needed to conduct the meeting. Okay, so it means if 3 members are there and 3 are absent, meeting will not be conducted. So minimum 4 members should be present. Okay, so this is what quorum. Okay, next, if you see that whenever a meeting is conducted, okay, okay, so every member has 1 vote. Every member has 1 vote, and decisions are taken by simple majority. So it means if there is any decision, okay, taken on, you can say any of the agenda. For example, if agenda is to change the repo rate, that is increase the repo rate. Now meeting will be conducted, and if suppose any, or you can say if suppose 4 members are in favor of that decision, then that decision will be finalized. Okay, then that decision will be finalized. So that is simple majority is needed. But there can be possibility of tie. Tie means 3-3 vote. So 3 votes are in favor of change, 3 votes are not in favor of change of repo rate. So in that case, in case of tie, so RBI governor, or you can say chairperson of RBI governor, or you can say chairperson of MPC is given a second casting vote. So it is written like this, second or casting vote. Okay, so he has been, or he can, in that situation RBI governor will, or you can say they will put 2 votes, one initially and second is casting vote. Okay, so this is what, in case of tie, this is the situation. So in this way your MPC functions. Okay, in this way your MPC functions. Clear?